Yeah, it's getting pretty bad, so I'm done one.
I'll give you one.
Huh?
I'll give you a hat.
Cool.
All right, everybody. Hello, and welcome to the end of the day, June 3rd, 2018. We're going to be reading off the names that we ran for today. And here's Laura to give you the details on how many miles we ran.
We ran 42 miles.
42 miles today, and Kristen will give you the details on the heroes that we ran for today.
So we had 42 mile markers today, 165 heroes were named, and our dates of death that we ran for were June 30th through August 12th, 2008.
Okay.
Officer Second Class Billy Joe Arthur, United States Navy. Sergeant Andre Marino Arujo, United States Army. Specialist Estelle L. Turner, United States Army. Sergeant First Class Donna Louise Hazlip, United States Army. Sergeant Veronica Lockney Ortega, United States Army. Lance Corporal Stephen Michael West, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer Second Class Michael Anthony Barbario, United States Navy. First Lieutenant Daniel Farkas, United States Army. Sergeant Kitson Job George, United States Army. Chief Warrant Officer 2 Isaiah Mack Hagan, United States Army. Sergeant First Class Anthony Lynn Woodham, United States Army National Guard. Private First Class Michael Dean Firkins, United States Marine Corps. Staff Sergeant Jamie Don Finch, United States Marine Corps. Master Chief Petty Officer Timothy Roger Beeman, United States Navy. Petty Officer First Class Francesco Marion Brigham, United States Navy. Sergeant Edgar William Dykes, United States Army. Specialist William L. McMillan III, United States Army. Sergeant Douglas J. Bull, United States Army. Staff Sergeant Alex Raymond Jimenez, United States Army. Specialist Byron Wayne Foudy, United States Army. Private Matthew Sean Haynes, United States Army. Senior Airman Timothy Charles Ditmar, United States Air Force. Lance Corporal Michael Allen Musto, United States Marine Corps. Sergeant First Class Stephen J. Chevalier, United States Army. Second Lieutenant Holly Lynn Wymanuk, United States Army. Private First Class Joshua Andrew Garrison, United States Army. Lance Corporal Thomas Michael Bishop Jr., United States Marine Corps. Sergeant Brian Stephen Leon Guerrero, United States Army. Tech Sergeant Lorena Lewis, United States Air Force. Specialist Samson A. Mora, United States Army National Guard. Specialist Jose Manuel Castro, United States Army. Private First Class Edward Michael Burns, United States Army. General Walter Thomas Kerwin Jr., United States Army. Sergeant Thomas Nieper, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer Second Class Miguel Angel Ortiz, United States Navy. Staff Sergeant Dennis James Springer, United States Army. Staff Sergeant Stephen Gregory Och, United States Army. Sergeant First Class Thomas George Rayburn, United States Army. Gunnery Sergeant Michael Andrew Hoffman, United States Marine Corps. Corporal Pruitt A. Rainey, United States Army. Corporal Jason M. Bogar, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Larry Eugene Blum, United States Army. Sergeant Israel Garcia, United States Army. Corporal Jonathan R. Ayers, United States Army. Corporal Matthew B. Phillips, United States Army. Master Sergeant Mitchell W. Young, United States Army. First Lieutenant Jonathan P. Brostrom, United States Army. Private First Class Sergio S. Abad, United States Army. Corporal Gunnar W. Zwilling, United States Army. Corporal Jason D. Hubiter, United States Army. Lance Corporal Jeffrey S. Stevenson, United States Marine Corps. Staff Sergeant Sean Kenneth Klein, United States Army. Staff Sergeant Danny Dupra, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer Third Class Daniel R. Verbecki, United States Navy. Petty Officer Second Class Craig Allen Boyer, United States Navy. Sergeant Nathan Wesley Bennett, United States Army. Staff Sergeant Jeremy D. Bruman, United States Army. Staff Sergeant David W. Texter, United States Army. Tech Sergeant Dale Shigio Narasaw, United States Air Force. Major Jonathan Kirk Weaver, United States Army. Private First Class Willington M. Rhodes, United States Army. Chad, did you want to read?
Sergeant First Class Michael Allen Scholl, United States Army. Colonel Carla Adeline Moore, United States Air Force. TAC Sergeant Jackie L. Larson, United States Air Force. Sergeant John Henry Bovane, Jr., United States Marine Corps. First Lieutenant Jason D. Mann, United States Marine Corps. Sergeant First Class Pablo Roberto Castro, United States Army. Master Sergeant Robert Keith Mitchell, United States Army. First Lieutenant Dominic Salvatore Romano, United States Air Force. Staff Sergeant James Leo Willis, United States Air Force. Second Lieutenant Ian Thomas McVeigh, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer Daniel Lynn Hernandez, United States Navy. Chief Warrant Officer Alex D. Gilchrist, United States Army. First Lieutenant Nick A. Dewhurst, United States Army. Private First Class Luke Joshua Brown, United States Army. Private Jonathan Michael Berry, United States Army. Senior Master Sergeant Alexander David Morehouse, United States Air Force. Fireman Recruit James Casey Stevens, United States Navy. Sergeant First Class Ronald Anthony Crow, United States Army. First Lieutenant Robert Dwayne Guerin, United States Army. Major Brent David Williams, United States Army. First Lieutenant Joshua Douglas Shepard, United States Air Force. Major Christopher Michael Cooper, United States Air Force. Captain Michael Kennedy Dotson, United States Air Force. Private First Class Ivan I. Wilson, United States Marine Corps. Private First Class Deveron Lee Owen, United States Army. Staff Sergeant Frederick Warren, United States Army. Sergeant First Class Ortiz Luis Eduardo Lamb, United States Army. Sergeant First Class Luis Eduardo Lamb Ortiz, United States Army. Private James Aaron Selby, United States Army. Specialist Soteria L. Harris Brown, United States Army. Petty Officer Keith Van Robinson, United States Navy. Sergeant First Class Darren Marvin Johnson, United States Army. Sergeant First Class Colin Paul Augustine, United States Army. TAC Sergeant Guy Orlando Sideboard, United States Air Force. Private First Class Shane Dante Grooms, United States Marine Corps. Chief Petty Officer Clinton Ward Callahan, United States Navy. Airman Basic Spencer James Good, United States Air Force. Midshipman Aaron Hampton Reeves, United States Navy. Second Lieutenant Stephanie Mari Hurley, United States Army. Chief Warrant Officer Ralph Travis Gibson, United States Army. Specialist Nathan Alexander Barron, United States Army. Sergeant First Class Philip Lynn Van Alstyne Jr., United States Army. Lance Corporal Michael K. DeGrasse, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer Scott Travis Norman, United States Navy. Sergeant Jensen Hanalei Paul Mikasabi, United States Army. Staff Sergeant Ari Regina Vall, United States Army. Sergeant James A. McHale, United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Anthony Boulay, United States Air Force. Lance Corporal Michael John Bula, United States Marine Corps. Fireman Aaron Javier Garcia, United States Navy. Sergeant Orlando Miguel Hernandez, United States Army. Specialist Andre Darnell Mitchell, United States Army. Specialist William Joseph Mulvihill, United States Army. Private Jar de Jesus Garcia, United States Army. Private First Class David John Body, United States Army. Sergeant Ryan P. Bauman, United States Army. Second Lieutenant Michael R. Giordano, United States Army. Specialist Stephen Vega, United States Army. Specialist Danny Diaz, United States Army. Sergeant David M. Staub, United States Army. Specialist Shamina Shaz Polium, United States Army. Private First Class Jennifer L. Cole, United States Army. Specialist Kevin R. Dixon, United States Army. Private First Class Ryan J. Dixon, United States Army. Sergeant Brian K. Miller, United States Army. Senior Chief Petty Officer Sidney Lonnie Smith Jr., U.S. Navy. Sergeant Jamie Gonzalez Jr., United States Army. Lieutenant Colonel Frederick Joyner Gaston III, United States Air Force.
Master Sergeant Tanya Lynette Meadows, United States Air Force. Specialist Ronald Andrew Schmidt, United States Army National Guard. Hospitalman Mario Deandra Morgan, United States Navy. Private Eric Jonathan McSherry, United States Army. Sergeant Earl M. James, United States Army. Sergeant Gary M. Henry, United States Army National Guard. Specialist Jonathan D. Mankey, United States Army National Guard. Captain Garrett T. Lawton, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer 3rd Class Freddie Panetta, United States Navy. Gunnery Sergeant Timothy Ryan Saparsky, United States Marine Corps. Specialist Cole James Cheney, United States Army. Private First Class Angelo Shane Allen, United States Army. Sergeant Major Gary Dwayne Stockford, United States Army. Master Sergeant Norma Jean Barnes, United States Air Force. Sergeant First Class Renee Carla Fernandez, United States Army. Master Sergeant Danny E. Maven, United States Army. Corporal Adam T. McKiskey, United States Marine Corps. Corporal Stuart S. Trejo, United States Marine Corps. Specialist Cheryl Hannah Harper, United States Army. Private First Class Kirby Lanier Zorn, United States Marine Corps. Petty Officer 3rd Class Jason McLennan Dungy, United States Navy. Petty Officer 2nd Class Anthony M. Carbildo, United States Navy. Sergeant Jacob Frank Livesey, United States Army. Staff Sergeant Ronald Patrick Robinson Jr., United States Army. Staff Sergeant Jasmine Lamar Armstrong, United States Army. Sergeant Jose E. Ulloa, United States Army. Chief Petty Officer Nikitas Skufatos Jr., United States Navy. Private John A. Maddox, United States Army. Sergeant Kenneth B. Gibson, United States Army. Private Earl Wayne McAfee Jr., United States Army. General William Allen Knowlton, United States Army. Sergeant Michael H. Fursky Jr., United States Marine Corps. Private James Tyler Jackson, United States Army. Specialist Erica Lynn Jellison, United States Army. Private First Class Travis Edward Dowd, United States Army. Petty Officer 2nd Class Clinton Brian Haywood, United States Navy. We'll have a moment of silence. Amen.
Amen.
See you tomorrow at 7 a.m.